Meanwhile, our top story tonight involves Florida's GOP chairman being stripped of all of his authorities except for his title. This following a closed-door meeting of top Republicans over the weekend. Even so, Christian Ziegler, who faces allegations of sexual assault, technically remains head of the state party, though it's not likely for much longer. Capitol reporter Forrest Saunders has a recap of what's happened and what comes next.
With GOP Chair Christian Ziegler still facing that ongoing police investigation for rape and sexual battery, plus questions about his moral character, Sunday, the executive board of Florida's Republican Party did everything it could to oust its embattled leader, unanimously approving a censure demanding resignation, suspension of Ziegler's powers as chair, and a reduction of his salary to $1.
Hello, Florida. Are you guys excited to be here today?
Ziegler's denied all wrongdoing, and due to party rules, gets to keep his title for now. But his resistance to resignation continues to frustrate colleagues who now plan to take the final step to formally remove him next month. At a January 8 meeting, the full RPOF Executive Committee is set to consider a vote on an ouster, then call a new election for a replacement.
Look, I think Christian should read the room, and I think there's no way out here. So I don't see the purpose of putting everybody through this.
State Rep Randy Fine is on the executive committee and says his mind is pretty well made up on Ziegler. The chair's ongoing resistance, he says, is becoming a drag on the party.
It's a distraction, and I think it creates a ton of negative media coverage. So I think that is absolutely an issue.
Fine is among a chorus of other Republicans wanting removal. That includes the entire Florida GOP cabinet, U.S. senators and representatives, plus state House and Senate leaders. Not to mention Florida GOP Vice Chair Evan Power, who instigated the Sunday meeting.
You cannot lead the Republican Party with the charges that are standing in front of him and the admissions he's made in the affidavits. You cannot morally lead the Republican Party forward.
Florida Democrats have also been urging Ziegler's resignation since at least December 1st, starting a petition to punctuate their call that's now gathered more than 2,100 signatures. Their chair, Nikki Fried, posting this dig at Republicans on Monday. Quote, "This is culture that the Florida Republican Party has created, one that makes you think you are above the law and that you stand more superior than everyone else. No one over there can morally lead."
All right, Forrest joining us live from Tallahassee for some strong words this weekend. And while this is big news in Florida, any indication that this is impacting the governor's bid for the White House? We know those caucuses are just around the corner here.
Yeah, so I am an Iowan, and I can tell you the general sentiment up there is that they are focused on the issues, they're focused on the candidates. What's happening within the state party probably isn't going to resonate much with them. However, this situation is providing a cudgel to DeSantis' opponents. You've got Republicans and Democrats who are using it to suggest that DeSantis has weakened power here in the Sunshine State. As one Republican put it to me just recently, if you go back about 2 years, even a whisper from a DeSantis aide to Ziegler to resign would have been enough to get him to step down. Here we are now with Ziegler withholding any attempt to resign, to step down, despite all of this pressure from Republicans, including Florida's governor.
Yeah, definitely have a lot to watch for us. Thank you so much. We will keep an eye on how this saga unravels. Thank you for us tonight live in Tallahassee.
Yeah.